Welcome, HQties, to the HQ version of the CTA Awards Night. That's right, we are live from the greatest shul on earth. It's the last day of school, friends. It is the final, the end. It is the final prey in the matter. It is the last temptation of Mr. Leist. It is the very last word. I am Steve Guinan, aka Master of Ceremonies. I am your Hebrew. I am your Rogowski of Novixby. I am the guru of the Goyim. I am here. I'm here to read us your last whites of the year, our last menorah, the creme de la creamer of the end. Good to the last Drandoff. For our commencements, our commendation cuppets, not only do they runneth over, they readeth over, and they writeth over, and they arithmeticeth over. There are graduation awards, the cup awards, and some special recognitions and goodbyes, but no good riddances. No riddances at all, as a matter of fact. Okay, maybe a little riddance. Just the right amount of riddance, everyone. Tonight we are playing for science, language arts, math, midot, Hebrew, and so many others. Literally dozens of you are watching out there. So let's light this Shabbat candle with question numero uno. Here she is, lighting CTA Upper School on fire. A special welcome to a teacher who's made an amazing impact on her first year, from directing Shakespeare to reinvigorating the writing program in the high school. But her most incredible accomplishment of her first year teaching 9th grade is deciding to return for a second. Miss Kristen Van Gundy.
Hardworking, excited to be in class every day, no matter how much work they say I may be keeping upon them. And she always has a smile on her face. Congratulations, Talia Zakena.
Crazy, miraculous, impossible. Those were the words used by the former 8th graders last night to describe the passage into freshmanhood. It sounds strange, freshmanhood, because it's a word I just made up. But before we witness the miracle of 9th grade, the achievement of the 8th. Anyone who experienced last night's freshman speech would understand how difficult it would be to pick among the class just one who would deserve the citizenship award. So many are deserving of recognition for their diligence, their character, and their respect for one another. The force indeed is strong with the class of 2022. However, one stood out, and I'm proud to give the 8th grade citizenship award to Leora Hazan. I'd like to wish our next presenter a big mazel tov on another fantastic year, and a big mazel tov on the birth of his daughter Rachel just 2 weeks ago. Sometimes just getting 2 hours of sleep a night is a life of meaning and success. Here is the head of school, Rabbi Randolph.
like to just take a minute to talk about his son, Mr. Irv Baker, who endowed the award. It's really important for us to always be makar tov, to show gratitude to Mr. Baker, who is the founding father of our high school. If it was not for him, we wouldn't be here today. The amazing education that we're receiving is really to his credit. I'd like to share with you, every year when he'd come to present the award, he always shared these words about his father. Rabbi Julius L. Baker came to the U.S. in 1932 and made Aliyah to Israel in 1972. He built the Avos Shalom Shul in 1961 and served as a rabbi at a time that the shul could not afford to pay a rabbi, and he did not need to be paid. He was a shochet and a mole as well as a businessman. When he left Europe, he often stated that he was on his way to Palestine, but stopped off for 40 years along the way in the U.S. And I'd like Rabbi White to just talk about the award.
This award is granted annually to a graduating 8th grader continuing a yeshiva or Yuma Day school and carries a one-year tuition grant of $1,000. The award is granted to a student who is diligent in Torah study and in the performance of mitzvot, exhibits exemplary human behavior, and shows promise of continued Torah study. This award continues the Baker family's legacy and commitment to CTA. So this year, I just got to say, it was a daunting task. You all see it. There's an incredible amount of Torah study happening in our community because of, in a major way, our junior high students. We can give you all like $20 each and call it a night. You see it in your homes, in the schools, in the college, they're learning a lot, and there's never enough we can provide for them. They always want more. But one student stood out, a rather incredible young man, a student who raises the level of excellence and was considered a good performance consistently in his achievement and in his drive for excellence in Goliathian size challenges. His constant drive for excellence, 100% in school and out. It's our pleasure to call up. Yeah, I can give us an
We had a really incredible school year. The academics are excellent, the programs are excellent, our sports teams are excellent. And it really is the credit to our amazing teachers, which I'd like to recognize right now and give a round of applause to all of our amazing teachers. One thing that's really important is, even if you have an amazing team, if you don't have a strong leader, it doesn't go anywhere. And it's my honor and privilege to call up our strong principal, our wonderful leader, Elisa Dillon.
Hi, everyone. Grades are not the ideal measure of learning, but they are what we have. And they do indicate a level of grit. Students with consistent high marks did what they had to do even when they didn't want to. They deserve recognition for their responsibility and commitment to excellence. I'm going to first read a list of names of students who received only A's for the first 3 quarters of school. When I say your name, stand up and keep standing. Let's hold our applause to the end, please. Temi Drandall. Hero Lester. Keep standing, come on. Go ahead, stand up, stand up. So Temi here, Tali Tukenik, Matthew Leibesman, Nina Shorten, Shiley Dillman, and Abby Horowitz. We have an even longer list of students who received only A's and B's for the first 3 quarters of school. like 10 years ago. And at graduation each year, we induct students into our chapter. We also are allowed to designate juniors that are going to be called cum laude designees. They're not being inducted yet. We don't induct anybody until graduation once we have their whole record. But there are 2 juniors whose academic transcripts and character are really outstanding, and they will be able to call themselves designees of our chapter on their college applications next year. And those students are Addie Horwitz and Connie Wolfson.
So as you can see, there's a number of awards, so if I could get you to please turn your phones on, because you're probably going to need some distractions as this goes around. But before we do that, I'd like to introduce to the Bima Yonah Kimpi for the Better Together program.
To be awarded a grant from an organisation called the Legacy Heritage Foundation for their team programme, Better Together. Better Together is a wonderful initiative which seeks to foster intergenerational interactions. That's Queen's English for getting teens to spend more time with the elderly. Our 10th and 11th grade students have the opportunity to meet and get to know a number of the elderly from our community, all of whom are Holocaust survivors who live in Columbus. Some forged some real great relationships with them. Among their activities, we had a joint dinner, a fun game night, and helping them with their shopping. The highlight of the year was when the students had an opportunity to interview the Holocaust survivors about their lives. Following this, our artist-in-residence, Amy Greenberg, led a writing workshop which helped the students to develop the stories which they had heard into life narratives. The students did a fantastic job, all of them. The following students submitted their work to the Better to Write competition. Please come up when I finish the list. Anderson Horowitz, Ariel Eskin, Benton Gisser, David Bentelheim, Ellie Schwartzberg, Julian Hatzagi, Fanny Wolfson, Jane Sheffin, Orly Hartstein, Ruhama Hayem, Shiley Delman, and Sigal Import. And finally, the winner from our school, who was awarded a significant scholarship to a gap year program of their choice, was Abigail Rosenberg.
Abigail, stand next to her. Stay closer. Okay, everyone look my way. Oh wait, that's your way. Got it.
And one more thing, Yakar CTA Honor Society. As members of Yakar, the following students have been working on a mitzvah project which they chose individually, which mitzvah they wanted to work on for the duration of the semester. We salute all those who have excelled in their work and their presentations of this project. To Addison Horowitz, Fanny Wilson, Mira Cassell, Abigail Rosenberg, Julian Hatzagi, and Shiley Delman.
a Gabbai appreciation, one of the hardest workers in the shul. Every year, whenever there's a senior graduating with the Gabbai, we get a little gift, a token of our appreciation. This year's Gabbai has a especially dear place in my heart and a void. We've had a duet for at least the past year and a half every morning. I'd like to call Avir just to, we're going to serenade the crowd together for one last time. Avir. Well, anyways, they're a little safer here. I wasn't really going to sing anyway, it was just a joke. It says here there's a great sefer called Torah Academy from the piece that's all about accomplishing and learning. And it reads, Dear Avior, on behalf of the high school Millen, thank you for your years of devotion to organizing and enhancing our davening. We give you a bracha that you should have more opportunities to enable and enhance the avodah Hashem of those you encounter throughout your life. All of us at CTA Millen. And I guess whenever we say Avior next, we'll give him this book. Oh wait, there's more. This has been an exceptional year. I just top to bottom the entire upper school. Every one of us on staff have been blown away with the amount of stuff that's happened. Really through beyond the classroom. The learning in the classroom has been fantastic, but what really has defined this year as an exceptional year has been the amount of learning, student-driven, outside the classroom. Just to mention a few of the exceptional accomplishments you have. National finalist in the Tanakh competition, Shali Delman. Instead of flaking out last quarter of their senior year, Harry and Avir decided to finish Paragapones, and they did. Let's do that. Over the year, approximately, I would say 15, it's been fluctuating between 10 and 15 students in the junior high have been weekly completing Shnayim Rikabet Torah, which means going through the weekly Torah portion with Rashi's commentary every single week. Over the summer, I have actually in my car, those who signed up, they've accepted to do Midbar and Deborah on their summer break. So it's pretty impressive. So to all of you who are doing it, and all of you who are interested, you can come to me afterwards. Big round of applause. I'd like to call up Mrs. Rosenbaum.
Dr. Park and I are really very impressed with everything that every one of our science students has done this year. And we really, every time we talk about our classes, it's with a lot of excitement and really joy for everything that everyone has done. I'm first going to acknowledge our AP chemistry students who, in addition to going through a grueling process preparing for the AP, and in addition to taking the AP, they also opted to take the chemistry Olympiad exam, which is a national and state competition with thousands of students participating. So thank you to Mira Cassell, Benny Macias, Gali Macias, Rachel Wolf, and Connie Wilson for all the work they did in AP. I'm now going to present the Carl and Gussie Steinberg Scholarship Award, which is a $250 award to a high school senior who has manifested the greatest potential in science. Over my 9 years of teaching science, I've had many students go into sciences, and I'm proud of them. Most of them go into medicine. I'm proud of them. Every once in a while, I get an engineer. As a physics person, I'm very proud of them. And then this is the first time I've had a student who's come to me and said, I'm going to become a physics major. And the work he's done is beyond anything I've seen any student before. I was sad to not be here to give him the science award last year, so I'm excited to give Ben Macias the Carl.
A quick announcement, after the program, yearbooks, brand new, hot off the press yearbooks will be on sale right outside. So get a yearbook, a great memento of this awesome year. Our next presenter has accomplished what so few graduates have managed to do. He came back. To bestow the award for positivity and perseverance, please welcome Mrs. Delman, along with our dear graduate and dear friend, Josh Wolf.
Good evening, CTA faculty and staff, friends and parents in the graduating class of 2018. 2 years ago, I was sitting here in the shul alongside my classmates, just like you are tonight, when I was honored with the Deborah and Philip Millen Scholarship Award. Almost immediately, I knew that I wanted to do something meaningful with the scholarship for the school that gave me so much. And thus, the Josh Wolf Award and the Scholarship for Perseverance and Positivity was born. This award is presented to a student who shows a determination to achieve and not give up, positivity and respect towards others, and the ability to act with grace, while coping and overcoming challenges and obstacles. My personal congratulations to tonight's recipient of the Josh Wolf Award, and to all the students here this evening.
Perseverance is the right word for this year's winner. There's no fanfare, there's no complaining. She comes to school, she does her work.
She comes to school, she does her work. She took her exams at my dining room table one winter break. When tragedy strikes, she will be my role model.
This year's winner is Danny Lane.
I'd like to add a personal Mazal Tov to Danny and her classmates. The class of 2018. It's a bittersweet time of year. We revel in accomplishments of our graduates, but we also reflect in the passage of time, how time can stretch far ahead of us and seem to go on forever, even longer than this award ceremony, or collapse into a blink of an eye and go by quicker than benzocaine getting thrown out of Mr. Frey's class. So quickly. The Deborah and Philip Millen Memorial Award is in recognition of a wide-ranging intellectual curiosity, diligence, and devotion to studies and sensitivity of character. I am very happy and proud to bestow this award to Rachel Wolf. The next award was established in memory of teachers Julie Moskowitz and Susan Zanner from the first cohort of educators in the CTA High School. It was established by another alumnus who wanted to give back, Daniel Friedman, class of 1998, who was actually won the Citizenship Award when he was a student here. Mr. Friedman was inspired by these two teachers' openness and acceptance to all students, which they demonstrated through their love of literature, appreciation of books, and passion for teaching. The awardee will receive $500 to create his or her own personal library collection, and an additional $500 will be dedicated to the upper school English department for a collection of books in memory of Moskowitz and Zanner. It was established in 2017. This award winner it was very easy for many teachers to vote and think about this award, who is our most voracious reader, and she confessed to us that she reads one 400-page book a day, give or take. Think about that, 8th graders. So we're very proud to give this award to you, Mira Cassell. This is a special announcement. With the help of more tremendous alumni, we are establishing a new award brought to us by Eugene Schatz, CTA graduate of 1999. Eugene is here with us in the back. Great to see you, Eugene. It was obvious to Eugene, like so many others who walk through the doors and experience CTA, that tonight's program should be made longer. Named after Eugene's uncle, Oleg Weisberg, and dedicated to the memory of his grandmother, Rivka Chernyavskaya, the Weisberg Award for Kindness and Service will be given to that student who makes a significant contribution of service for others. The recipient of this award will receive $1,000 towards CTA tuition the following school year. Students who are eligible for this award will submit a list of volunteer work they've done in the past 12 months, along with a written statement detailing one or more of the service accomplishments. The student will reliably demonstrate kindness toward peers and teachers. The student will demonstrate an awareness of the larger world around him or her. And the student will demonstrate a selfless attitude in her volunteering and go above and beyond the required hours of community service. Two of Oleg's sons, Ilya and Pavel, attended CTA, and so did an arcload of nieces and nephews, including Arsen Savzian, Roxy Savzian, Olga Schatz, aforementioned, Alex Schatz, Eugene Schatz, Olga Schatz, Yuri Schatz, and Tanya Schatz. Eugene. Then again, it is in keeping with the character of a mensch like you to make this expression of generosity towards CTA. Your selflessness and character were strong way back when I first met you, and your dedication is a fitting tribute to your uncle and your grandmother. The CTA community thanks you. Speaking of giving back and making a difference, the 11 Commendation Cup Awards are sponsored by CTA benefactors who have taken an active role in our mission to inspire, to learn, and to achieve. We recognize their role in helping us in all of the myriad things we do as teachers, parents, and administrators to get Harry to class. It's a lot. It's a lot. Or even to the awards ceremony. Cabs are on, I guess. Among the highlights of CTA sports this year, the varsity line baseball squad won 6 baseball games. Including 2 in the CBI. And the man who makes that all possible, the hardest working man at CTA, Matt Bailey.
This award is named by Stuart and Marilyn Cole, alumni parents, the CTA, high school graduates Sarah Cole Perlman, Ellie Cole, and Rita Cole Garden in memory of Stuart Cole's parents, David and Irene. The importance and benefits of physical education has long been an integral part of the lives of the Cole family, and it is therefore most appropriate that the David and Irene Cole Memorial Cup will be given in this field. Well before jogging became stylish, walking was a primary mode of transportation for Irene Cole. Even in her 90s, she would walk at least 5 miles a day in rain, sleet, snow, or shine, a fact that obviously played an important factor in the long and full life that she lived. A woman who was never shy about speaking her mind and telling it like it was. She lived in an active life which left others in awe. David Cole, a man of exceptional chested amidos, was similarly obsessively involved in sports, particularly handball. He enjoyed sports both as a participant and spectator, and he passed his passion onto his son, who in turn passed the love of sports onto his grandson, Ellen. He was simply a kind, caring, gentleman whose family came first. He would have approved of having this cup given in his memory. I would like to thank the Cole family for sponsoring the Physical Education Cup, the Heisman Trophy of the Commendation Class. This year's recipient demonstrated an understanding of exhibiting a physically active lifestyle, both during and outside of school. They show good sportsmanship, character, civility, and citizenship. The recipient also showed great leadership as a positive role model for her peers. She is the first middle school student to receive this award. I'm so proud to announce that Minna Schulman is this year's
Ellen Pollock is the daughter to Max and Betty Ziskin, for whom the next award is named. Thank you, Mrs. Pollock, and your sister, Marcia Hirschfield, for endowing this award. I'd like to invite you and Ms. Van Gundy back to the Bema for the Ziskin Performing Arts Award.
Good evening, everybody. I have to say I'm very happy to be here. My kids graduated from here. It's been a family tradition, and my parents were among the first supporters of the school, and I think my mother played the piano at the first Torah Academy too. So my home was always surrounded by music, art, literature, and to create a full person, which I know Torah Academy does by having a secular side, a Judaic side, and a cultural side. We thought it was very important to present this award in memory of our parents, Max and Betty Ziskin, who were so joyful in their participation in this community and in this school, and also in their appreciation for the arts. So it's my pleasure to be here tonight. Thank you.
As the 7th grade English teacher, I got the lucky, though admittedly fairly daunting, task of overseeing this year's annual Shakespeare production. Throughout our time studying lines, practicing stage choreography, rehearsing, and of course, performing, this student showed superior attitude and skill. She was always willing to walk through blocking on stage or run through lines with classmates. She may not be very tall, but she showed a larger-than-life stage presence. I am so pleased to give this award to Kira Lesnick.
The ability to see things differently, to make connections, to use all available resources to solve problems, to make solutions elegant, beautiful. As technology continues to transform our lives, we honor the innovators. For if you are not a creator, then you are merely a consumer. If you are not a maker, you're a follower. The Harry and Ivan Gilbert Award for Creativity is given to that student who shows outstanding creativeness and a unique vision throughout her classes. The award is named after Harry and Ivan Gilbert, both founders and board presidents of CTA. Harry Gilbert was the first president of the school. His son Ivan was a very creative person known for his love of literature, art, and life. Grandson Larry Gilbert has carried on his family's legacy in connection to CTA through this award. There were many outstanding creative achievements at CTA this year, and the committee recognizes one student whose spirit of creativity and demand to approach her studies with a unique and innovative style, including her work on this year's scholarship dinner video. The Larry and Ivan Gilbert Creativity Award goes to Gali Macias. Sage, I know you share our pride in the amazing work of your students. Those freshmen you taught, amazing, they walked the stage as graduates this week. I know you're excited to give the award that bears your name to one of them. She's performed so well in language arts, just like she's performed the piano for us all those years. You may not know Sage as well, that she wrote beautifully this year, not the least piece of which narrated the story about you. So let us honor the work of our student, yours and mine both, for the Sage Moreno Language Arts Award to Rachel Wolf. To give the Math Award is a man here who has inspired so many strange noises uttered by the 10th grade. There it is, Mr. Charles Kramer.
My name is Jonathan Young, and my father, Charles Young, of blessed memory, was a founder here at Torah Academy, one of the founders. And my father always stated the importance of education. He was diligent, always learning throughout his life, both Jewish learning and secular learning. But he was passionate about the need at the time for education, for Jewish education in Columbus, Ohio. So for years he toiled and worked extremely hard, raising the funds to hire the best people to bring Torah education to Torah Academy. And he was all in. And he started, my oldest sister, 3 of his 4 children went to school here from K through 8th grade. His oldest was too old to attend. But I started here 46 years ago, the math, 46 years ago. And I was at Good Asafah when our playground was just a bunch of rocks. And we moved into Temple Israel, and then we came to this building. And when I was in 5th grade, in fact, I was Romeo in the Shakespeare play. I just thought I'd mention that. But my father was, I have very fond memories of being in this building. And I have, it's with great pride that my family can endow this award in memory of my father, who exemplified many of the attributes and traits of what this award means.
This year, the mathematics department at CTA is awarding recognition to a student that knows the meaning of hard work and responsibility, shows perseverance, and has a continual quest for knowledge. In addition, this student has a keen sense in regard to numerical analysis. Understanding of mathematics is essential in relation to scientific study, and awareness of this is one of the first steps to success in many disciplines at the college level. While always being prepared to discuss the course material that was presented in class, this student often took the time to investigate the upcoming topics as well. The 2017-2018 Dr. Charles Young Mathematics Award is presented to Rachel Wolf.
Again, thank you, Robert. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Eugene, Josh. It's really amazing from a faculty perspective, but also families here and students to see alumni come back and share in this effort that we all take part in. So it's really wonderful, and thank you for that. And now I'm going to backtrack and introduce Ariella Rosenbaum for the Science Award.
This student excelled in every way in her anatomy and physiology science class this year. She was engaged in class and created detailed annotated notes on each topic, which were coveted by her classmates. During class discussions, it was clear she wanted to know every detail, every medical condition, and yes, even everything about the DARS, 1,000 ways to die. Her level of understanding was at a college level for each of the topics, and her detailed knowledge base covered both depth and breadth for each topic discussed. It is with great pride that we present the Science Achievement Award to Annie Harlan. So we actually decided to give 2 Science Achievement Awards this year. Dr. Park wrote that speech for Addison, but we couldn't decide. So, as I said, AP Chemistry is a very hard class, requires a lot of work, a lot of time. Every student put a lot of work and a lot of time, but one student went above and beyond. Everything was done early, everything was done well, everything was done not just to get it done, but for understanding. And it is really a pleasure to give this award to a slipper wearing, just like Albert Einstein, a student, Heidi Wilson.
is true. The recipient of the Social Studies Award is an atomic bomb. The Dr. Milton and Shirley Leviton Social Studies Award is an award given to a student who exhibited a heightened interest in all aspects of the various social studies classes, demonstrated leadership and promoted the awareness and importance of history. This young man is someone who was never interested in accolades, never concerned himself with grades. His focus was always on great achievement and pursuing excellence without a word of recognition. But tonight it is my honor to present the Leviton Social Studies Award to Benny McKeas. Ladies and gentlemen, Shirley Benton.
It's not easy to learn a foreign language, right? And Hebrew is special because it's not just a foreign academic language that we study, but also it connects us to our heritage, to Torah, to Am Yisrael, and Medinat Yisrael. The Deshe family valued Hebrew language studies so much that they established the Deshe Family Hebrew Language Award. That award is given to the top high school student exhibiting the following characteristic. A student who exhibits excellence in speaking, reading, and writing Hebrew language. A student who conveys a deep concern and interest in current affairs and history of the state of Israel. A student who displays frequent, meaningful participation in classroom activities. A student who demonstrates steady, continual improvement in language skills and usage. And finally, the student always conveys consistent respect for teachers and fellow students. We have a lot of very good students, and it was very hard to choose. This year, the award is given to a student who demonstrates excellent knowledge and use of Hebrew language in reading, writing, and speech for the past 4 years. This student had a choice to take things easy this year, yet chose to be challenged further and continued her Hebrew language studies, therefore significantly progressing and improving her vocabulary, grammar, and reading ability. This is a student who is comfortable speaking and conversing in Hebrew in the hallways, a student who demonstrates concern and love for the state of Israel in every class and will spend the next year in Israel. It is my pleasure to give this year Deshe Family Hebrew Language Award to 12th grader Hadal. But wait, there's more. Like I said, we have so many wonderful students that this year there were 2 students who embodied all those qualities for the Deshe Award equally. Therefore, we have another student who will receive this award this evening. This student has an intense thirst for knowledge that is not easily quenched, a positive attitude, and strives for high academic achievement with organization and excellent study habits. This student exhibited deep curiosity and concern for the state of Israel, its history, and current events. This student demonstrated academic excellence in all Hebrew skills, internalizing material, writing and speaking in Hebrew, using concept learned, and making conversations articulate and enjoyable in the hallways. This student is always respectful to teachers and peers. This student integrates her knowledge from other disciplines like history or Tanakh into Hebrew language assignments beautifully. I'm proud to give the Deshen Family Language Other Award to Shiley Delman.
Many of those now hang in the home of his grandson, Joey, who graduated from CTA and studied art history at OSU, in credit to the influence of his grandfather's love of classic art. If you walk by the art room at CTA during ninth period on any given day, you'll hear a variety of things. Sometimes it's video exploring cool contemporary artists like Hinda Wiley. Sometimes it's students presenting their research about art in ancient civilizations. Sometimes it's students blurting out AIA for some unknown reason. You'll also hear students asking questions. You'll have to tune in and pay attention above the hum of conversation to hear this voice, belonging to the recipient of this year's Visual Art Award. This student is frequently inquiring about how to improve her artwork, whether it's how to draw a hand in a certain way, getting the proportions of a drawing just right, or checking to see if it's okay to explore the assignment topic digitally on her tablet in a drawing app. This student is frequently humble about her talents and skills and is constantly searching for new approaches to solve artistic problems. Her passion for art is evident and her creative work is so impressive. It's my pleasure to present the Robert Lietzen Visual Art Award to Ruchama Chaim.
Some of you are wondering what the score of the game is. I just have an update. The Tigers and the Red Sox are tied 1-1. A couple of announcements. Remember that this is a remarkable night of achievement. So much goes into the work that we are celebrating here tonight. And take a break. Have a nice summer, but then we have our summer reading list that's coming up. So look for those before you check out this year, before you go off to camp. Also, before I introduce our next presenter, after the award ceremony, if we could get all of the winners on the bima for a picture. So make sure if you have an award, or if you've been recognized, or the Cup Awards, and also the graduation award winners. So if you could come up to the bima after the program, that would be great. And without further ado, here is once again Rabbi Moreno.
It is my honor and privilege to present the Rabbi David Stassi Midot Award. Although I've never had the merit to meet Rabbi Stassi, I've truly learned a tremendous amount from him. I would like to just share a quick story. A couple of years ago, an elderly woman came over to me and said, I sent my 2 boys to Torah Academy, and it was the greatest decision I've ever made. And she said the only reason why she did it was because of Rabbi Stasky. She said at her son's bris, right after the bris, Rabbi Stasky came right over to her and said, whatever you do, you must send your son to Torah Academy. If you want him to be a sophisticated, knowledgeable Jew, you have no other choice but to send him to Torah Academy. And she said, as a result of that, I did, and I'm truly grateful to him for that decision. The Rabbi David Stasky Midot Award goes to the student who has displayed empathy, sincerity, kindness, consideration, responsibility, respect both in and out of school. And I would say the recipient this year truly is a kind person, maybe one of the nicest students I've ever met, and truly loved by everybody. This year's winner is David Shriki.
And last but not least, I'd like to call to the Bima Rabbi Whites for the Pearson and Thea Press Judaic Studies Award.
Is it just me, or like every time you hear one of the students being described and all their qualities, you always think they're talking about you? Alright? That's why you get the Millen Award. Before we go into the next, actually, by way of introduction, this is Tannenbaum.
This award is dedicated in memory of my parents. They were very involved in CTA, and they sent my sister and I both to the school. I was the second graduating class from 8th grade, and my sister was the 4th grade graduating class. And then we sent our 3 daughters here, and all graduated 12th grade. And now we have a grandson who just finished 4th grade today, a grandson who finished 1st grade today, and a granddaughter who will start kindergarten in the fall. So this award is presented to the student who has demonstrated a wide-ranging interest in Torah learning, participated actively in Torah study both in and out of school, has excellent grades in Torah classes, has demonstrated excellent skills in reading, translating, and explaining Torah texts, and shown respect for Torah learning.
So as I mentioned before, there's a lot of Torah learning that happens in this building. You can almost feel the Kedusha. Can you feel that? That's for you guys. There are certain things that we all do, and there's a lot of learning that happens. I want to share with you one idea that I think defines this year's winner. Gadol schar hamusa yoter min ha'osa. It's greater, the reward given to the person who enables and encourages others to do mitzvot and learn Torah. It's greater than those who actually learn themselves. So if you're the person that arranges a shiur, creates a learning opportunity, you actually get more reward than those who are sitting and learning. It's a good way to invest if you're thinking about your spiritual economics. So while there is so much learning that happens in this school and outside, one of the defining things that I think really highlighted the junior high reward and also the recipient, not making it away, don't worry. No, that's serious. For the high school award is an individual who not only learned himself, but who created so many opportunities for learning for other students, let it be individually, in the school, outside of the school, on Shabbat, during the week, in their shuls, and in the kollel. I wanted to share with you, there were a number of initiatives that actually were started by students in this building, probably in this room right now, or perhaps not. There's been a mishmor for the past few years, a Thursday night learning program, led by Rabbi Greenfeld, but started by the students. There was the Tri-C learning, I don't know what that stands for. What is that? Tri-C? Columbus Community Academy, that's right. A number of students learned the 48 ways of wisdom, which is Moreno Weinberg's book on one of the missions of Pirkei Avot, sponsored by, that's right, Scott Samuelson, and Tammy. Thank you. Good catch. That's almost a big. Okay. And there was other initiatives also, but that's just naming a few. A number of times there have been snow days and there have been cold days, and there have always been one or two students that stuck their neck out and organized minyanim for the rest of them. And often it can be discouraging. People can't get a ride, especially in the snow. Parents aren't home. It's a lot of sweat and phone calls and disappointments. And certain students stood up and took that role. Some people have nicknames. This person's nickname actually was Rabbi, as far as I know. It's not you, Rabbi Savage. So if you want to text who you think the winner is to 917-923-1958, we're going to give you a jelly bean tonight. 917-923-1958. Okay, I was stalling. Sorry, guys. Mr. Taylor, back over to you.
So the winner of this year's Pearson and Thea Press Studies Award goes to Shmuel Ness.
Wow. See, add tap dancing to my list of skills. Congratulations to everyone who won an award tonight. Special congratulations to the class of 2022 who gave their freshman speeches last night. What a night. And to the class of 2018. You know where to find us. Don't be a stranger. We love you. We love seeing you. Come back and see us. Everyone, before one more reminder, if I can have the Commendation Cup Awards, the yearbooks on the. If you want to buy, or I know you want to buy a yearbook, you can get those ready. Danny, and award winners, please come to the Bima. And everyone, have a beautiful summer. Thank you.